who's got an accent as thick as treacle, you don't ask him where he went to school, because you know he didn't go to the kind of school where you are likely, if not guaranteed, to have mutuals. So that is right there, immediately, one of the biggest signifiers imaginable of privilege, because the fact that you have mutuals means that you have a shared language, a shared code. And the point about this
in 1.5 miles at junction 14, take the A580 exit to St. Helens, Lee, Ring Road.
Professionals say that their background clashes with workplace culture, and it will cost us £1 million, and it will be ready in 2029. You would know that that was absolute, what you would know immediately, that that was going to happen. They might as well have said £500 million in 2034. It would be equally easy.
Dickhead.
It's all the world's police. Where'd you get this from? Well, I think it's trying to take over, because it's not far short of the size of the US economy.
Fucking hell.
On LBC, call 0345 6060973. 8:21. We will come to our conversation about protectionism, the announcement of the theme park in Bedfordshire. I say again, great news, credit where credit is due, £50 billion investment in the economy, 29,000 jobs. What's not to like? But how important is it that we actually engage in what's called protectionism, a measure despised by most economists?
That this is unsustainable themselves, people are going to be coming for them with pitchforks and torches. Now, I hope that that doesn't literally take place, of course. No one's advocating violence, but you can sense that there is a simmering resentment that is brewing in the country. Now, I'm a capitalist. I believe in the capitalist system because it's the best system that we have, apart from all the other ones that have been tried and failed, most notably communism. But it does have some serious failings, and it presupposes that you have some capital with it. Educational capital, social capital, or you might even have tangible capital in terms of a house or asset or something. And if you don't have that, then you've got connections. You've got a great education, you've got some capital of some kind. But you can't have a system that is based on capitalism where an increasing number of people feel that they have no stake in it. Now, that is a recipe for disaster. Now, Stevenson may be the latest person who's captured this zeitgeist, but he's not the only one. Go back a few years, Thomas Piketty, his book Capital in the 21st Century, an international bestseller, French economist, talked about a confiscatory tax of 80% on incomes over £1 million and 50% on incomes over £200,000. He talked about that particular issue then. You've also had the likes of Bernie Sanders, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, talking about the same kind of thing. AOC, as she's lovingly called, talked about 70% tax on incomes over 10 billion. Bernie Sanders, inheritance tax of up to 77% for billionaires. I've got nothing against billionaires at all. There are over 170 billionaires in this country. Good for them. We need to retain those billionaires, I think, in this country to the best extent we can, provided that they are investing in creating...
Now, friend, the night before I said, I think I'll go to work like this tomorrow, but I'm a little bit worried that I look like Adolf Hitler, and they obviously found it hilarious. But then I did it anyway. But I didn't have a concussion, to answer Roddy's question, so I don't even have that excuse for coming on air looking like a cross between Derek, Adolf Hitler, and Guy Verhofstadt. I think I might get it all cut off for summer, actually. I think it avoids all sorts of problems, but I'm getting my stitches taken out. Getting my stitch, no, not the full Ian Dale. I'll have a nice sort of, like an Alexander Armstrong type of thing, or you know, like I used to have it a bit. Anyway, I digress. But thank you, Roddy, at least someone cares. What is the answer to the missing word round? The answer is, just taking off pause to see how many other people have played the game. And the answer is black. Britons were mostly black 5,000 years ago. And thank you everyone joining in with the laugh at James's head game that was that remains popular. Davey says, crikey James, that's exactly the two I was thinking of, although more Derek than Adolf, to be fair.
You never get back in there.
How do you get out?
I think you have to reverse out and hope for the best, mate. It's not that busy, so Yeah, do slowly.
If you can't afford an electric van, well, this Vauxhall offer is for you. The Vauxhall Combo is a fully electric van, and because it's electric, it's now cheaper to run than a petrol van. But that's not all. Lease the Vauxhall Combo Electric for only $299 a month with $299 initial rental. That's a seriously good deal. What are you waiting for? They're in stock now. Visit your local Vauxhall retailer.
They'll get right fucking lane.
This is financing
Dickhead.
Combo Electric van L1H model year 23, excluding 20% VAT TMC subject.
So I think it's a great idea, but whether it can be enforced is another thing.
Guy Davis, who was formerly very senior in the Met Police, I want to hear from you about your local town, village, neighbourhood, city, wherever you live. Do you have these jobs that Yvette Cooper is talking about? Do you think this is as big? So anything we do in this way, it has to have, and that's why I kind of reference this idea of like things like testing centres, it has to have that quality of something standardised in order for it to be legitimate. You can't simply say to people, do it entirely off your own back. It has to have that kind of element of, this is the way that we set it up, and therefore...
Between health span and lifespan. For women in England, 25% of their lives are spent in what's considered
Jesus
poor health.
fucking Christ.
Men, 20%. What we really need to work at here, what the real focus can
dickhead.
be, is closing that gap. That's what I look at in the book.
Bills this winter. The government says letters are being sent out across England and Wales from today. The Warm Home Discount scheme was expanded last year to help a further 2